Hello everybody, Peter, Germain, and Russ from SlashFilm.com, and we're here at WonderCon. We just got out of the Warner Brothers panel. We saw some footage from Into the Storm, the semi-found footage, Twister kind of movie, and Godzilla. We're going to talk about Into the Storm first. The footage that we saw was a sequence where the fire tornado that you see in the trailer, awesome special effects. In my opinion, I'm not excited about this because as much as it was all these great special effects, it doesn't feel like the characters in the scene are in any real danger at any point.
I disagree with that. There's a great scene in this footage we saw. I don't remember it from the trailer, but it's people sort of like huddling in a school, and there's lockers, and there's just papers and stuff, and it looked like they were getting hit with stuff. I thought this stuff looked really kind of compelling and fun. I mean, in a fun way. I mean, it's not. This isn't Shakespeare. Yeah. But I thought it looked really cool, and there's a lot, and like there's just wanton destruction everywhere, like really unrealistic stuff where they're just throwing airplanes and stuff.
That's what looks cool to me. That airport destruction was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about more airport destruction later.
To that
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know if it's a movie for me, really. The effects are big and they look great. I just don't care about the movie beyond seeing, beyond what we've seen in the trailer. Just like, oh yeah, sure, that's neat looking. I don't really know how much effort I as a consumer or as a moviegoer, that I would put out to see the film, because we don't know anything about, like Richard Armitage from The Hobbit is in it.
Yeah,
that's a great thing for people who like Richard Armitage, and there are a lot of those people. But we don't know anything about what he does in the movie. We haven't really seen any or any significant evidence of what he's like as a character. So give me some more of that. And then,
I mean, they're selling it on the special effects and the action, which makes a lot of sense. And,
for obvious reasons.
And then you're probably thinking, I'm thinking the characters might not mean as much. What I thought was interesting, though, is that a lot of people have been saying it's a found footage movie, it's not. He's calling it like a first-person narrative. It's everybody, they're shooting and stuff, but it's like a news crew and stuff, but you don't get really that footage.
Well, that's also kind of a little, that takes me out of it, is like, there's this fire tornado, and people are like shooting it with their iPhone while it's coming at them.
Yeah, but you do that. We're shooting this on an iPhone, and there's no imminent danger.
I'm telling
anywhere.
you, if there is a fire tornado behind you, I'm running the iPhone and I'm running that way.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about Godzilla. Gareth Edwards, big screen reboot, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. They showed us the trailer, one of the trailers that we'd already seen, and then we saw a clip, which
it was a significant piece of.
Yes, it was. It was probably like 3-4 minutes of a scene that was
Godzilla's coming towards an island city. Right?
Yeah, just under the water, and you see Ken Watanabe can't believe what he's seeing. He's looking at the binoculars, and you see Godzilla coming underneath. And
underneath a huge tanker boat.
And you see there's people partying on a beach, and they're like, "Mommy, look!" And you just see all the water rushing out of, into the ocean because they're just being sucked up by something moving in there. And then after all, and like Aaron Taylor Johnson is on this airplane sort of monorail thing, and he's trying to like
monorail at an airport.
Yeah, exactly. And what was great about this footage is that after all that, the first thing you see is not Godzilla. Yeah. It is this huge other monster that might be Mothra.
I don't think it's Mothra.
I think
it's hard to say.
Yeah. From what Gareth Edwards said, he was like,
He said it's related to the life cycle of Godzilla.
But he also said there was wings.
Sense. Yeah, and there are we've seen little bits of this monster in the trailers before.
And in
so
the
it's
toys
not like, and the toys are out. So it's not like a big spoiler to say, hey, there's another monster. But it's we've seen glimpses of this, but here we saw the full thing, and we also see a big full shot of Godzilla,
which was
and it's huge. It's impressive.
It was really cool. My favorite part of that was you see this like sort of for argument's sake Mothra thing, and then you see Godzilla's foot, and it's almost like that other monster is this big and Godzilla's this big, and then you get this pan up, and I don't know if it's the first reveal in the movie. It almost felt like it. It felt like
I feel like it is,
and it was just awesome. He had the round, perfect face, like you remember. It was with the scream, and it was just like. Oh.
And this follows that whole Domino series of events at the airport that was shown at Comic-Con, where things just lead it's this domino of destruction.
Yeah.
What surprised me about this footage is how much the beginning of this felt like Spielberg-esque Jurassic Park, with building tension, almost Jaws-esque, like not showing the monster, but building off of these reaction shots of kids, and there's this dog that's in danger, and it almost feels
really wanted the dog to
it almost feels like the Lost World part where the dinosaurs come to San Diego.
To the Lost
Well,
World.
I know that. Okay, that's a really bad.
Sorry,
that's a really bad comparison, but it really had some Spielberg vibes to me,
Yeah.
which is the biggest compliment I can give.
Yeah.
Coming from me.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, and it looked like Godzilla was going to show down with this thing, and it was like, again, in the classic teaser Comic-Con fashion, WonderCon fashion, boom, cut right there, and it's like, when is it May 16th yet? I want to see what happens.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
Yeah.
And I should say that there's a sequence in this that could easily be a theme park ride, and Warner Brothers make it happen at Universal or whatever. just Legacy has to deal with Universal, make it happen.
Yeah.
All right, so that was our recap of Godzilla Into the Storm on the Warner Brothers panel.
Check out our coverage elsewhere on the site.